All right, guys. So it's a new show we gonna do. I'm D. That's Ro. We gonna do the Ro and D show. So this is a new channel we gonna start here, guys, where we talk about football first and foremost, and then we got talk about all things sports. You know, we go college football, college basketball. We do NBA. We do a little, baseball when it's hot. You know what I'm saying?
A little bit of everything, a little mix of everything. Add a whole lot of faith-based inspiration behind it. Give you a little mix of it.
Family channel, you know what I'm saying? This way everybody in the family can sit down and listen to it. You ain't got a sense of nothing out.
Aspect,
Right.
Not just raw sports. We mix a little family and faith and put it together.
Speaking of which, we want to give praise to the Lord for, giving us this ability to be able to do this, man. Without Him, can't do nothing. With Him, all things are possible.
Definitely.
So, with that being said, Ro, let's you want to go ahead and get started into the things we're gonna talk about, man.
I'm gonna touch on my Ravens. We struggling. Well, it's 3-2.
Oh, yeah, we can't see that.
My boys. I gotta talk about my boys. We 3-2. The defense is what the defense is. We play Ravens football on defense, and the offense, I don't know what they got going on, man. It's this Flacco pass heavy. Let them throw it 55 times. Every time we do that, we lose. Every time we do that. And we haven't had a 1,000-yard rusher since Ray. Well, we had Forsett one season, but we still struggling. After Ray, we haven't found a replacement at running back. We got Alex Collins back there. He got 3 fumbles already. Buck got 1, and Joe got 3 fumbles. So we can't get the other team the ball.
I'm saying, man, but Flacco. That's the situation kind of with a lot of quarterbacks, because like we were saying before, anybody, any quarterback you see that's throwing over 50 times besides Breeze and Rodgers and Brady, pretty much that's a recipe for disaster. You know what I'm saying?
I think Flacco thinks he's one of those guys. He got a ring now. He got the Super Bowl MVP. In his head, I honestly believe Flacco thinks he's an elite quarterback. He's not there. Trust me, he's not there. But in his head,
I don't think so either.
He's an elite quarterback, and that's why he be slinging it around. His completion percentage this year is 56%. Like you can't be elite with a 56% completion percentage.
Well, see, how he got to feel some kind of way because, he the one, and when y'all won the last Super Bowl, y'all had y'all had the touchdowns. You know what I mean? His touchdowns to interception ratio.
He did throw a pick in the playoffs.
16 touchdowns, I think.
Yeah,
no
16,
picks.
no picks.
So, only person that did that is Montana, Joe Cool. So,
but what the numbers don't tell you is Ray Rice had 28 carries per game in that playoff stretch, and we made sure we ran the ball. We hit Anquan with a nice little thing over the middle. Pitta had the nice short intermediate route.
Right.
But we ran the football, we played defense. That's what happened. That wasn't Joe just slinging it. That was us playing Ravens football. And, he literally had like 20 or 18 completions a game, and that's it. Like 34 attempts. We kept the ball out of his hands, ran the football, and let that defense do their thing, man.
Yeah, a certain portion of that is like everybody's formula to winning. So with that being said, what's y'all formula? What would be y'all formula to win it? Like Ravens, what's Ravens' formula to get back to championship status? What's y'all formula?
When we win games, is we run the ball about 30 times, and we play lockdown defense. Our defense is solid right now. We just on the field too much. Like, we got the number 2 rated defense in the league, but we just on the field far too long because 3 and outs with Joe, 3 and out, and we can't get a consistent run game. If we get a consistent run game from Alex Collins, if he produces, if we get anybody that produce and give you a nice solid 80 to 100 yards a game rushing, we'd be set. But we haven't had that. We haven't had a consistent O-line play.
So, but transitioning from the Ray Lewis dynasty.
It's only one way to play Ravens football.
I'm saying, but you got to transition. You don't got Ray Lewis and Reed. So how much reasonably can you expect from your defensive play? Like, could you expect them to play on that level?
Yes. We got CJ
on Ray Lewis level.
Yes,
you expect them to play like. No, like he left. He don't play there no more, right?
And when they walk out of that locker room, it says "play like a Raven." There's a standard that has been set, no matter who's there, whether it's Sizzle, Ray, Avery. There's a standard. You play to a standard. You don't play to the player. You play to a set standard. We've drafted defensive players.
Yeah, but Ray Lewis' standard is going to be much higher because that's Ray. You gotta understand that. I mean, you can't think somebody else is going to be Ray though.
CJ's made the Pro Bowl every year he's been in the league.
But is he Ray?
Eric Weddle is a solid safety. Tony Jefferson solid. We've invested draft picks on this defense. We draft defense. This defense is not the issue. It's the offensive line and this run game.
Y'all picked up Ronnie Stanley, then y'all from Notre Dame.
Yeah, left tackle. He was
last year, right?
2 years ago.
Okay.
2 years ago. Yeah, 2 years ago. He's solid. Marshall Yonder is a solid right guard. I think he's the best guard in the league. But it's putting those pieces together and having a system. Like, Marty is my guy. I love Marty. But Flacco's not no Marty Wig quarterback. Like, Flacco is not the guy that Marty's used to coaching. He's not. He doesn't fit the McNabb, Vic. Like, he's not mobile at all.
But you don't need. I mean, you don't need. Do you need a mobile quarterback
for Marty Morningwig? Yes. If he's the OC, yes, that's what we need.
Why though? Why do you think Why do you think that?
We've been through 3 OCs in the last 5 seasons. That means there's an issue with the offense. We brought Marty Morningwig in. We got Lamar Jackson. It's to transition to this more open NFL. It's not the same. The NFL is kind of transitioning, where you got to kind of do different things. So we need a quarterback that can at least have the threat of running. I know you don't like Carson running, but Carson is great because he has the threat. He'll get out and run.
So let's transition into that next point. So what you're saying is basically you want the young boy Lamar Jackson to start right now. Is basically what you're saying. Y'all got him.
He's not ready. Yeah, he's not ready to start. That's the thing. We have an issue. He's not ready to start right now. He's still learning his playbook. Like he played under Bobby Petrino, and Bobby is great. Bobby has a thick playbook, but Lamar's not ready. That's why we got him in. We get him to get about 10 snaps a game, and it's receiver, running back, these little gadget plays. He has ridiculous speed, but we're gonna have to try to patchwork this offense together. That's why we kept RG3, I think, because next season we get rid of Flacco, we let RG3 kind of train Lamar, and Lamar take it over next year. But
so you think next year? What's the cap hit though? You think they're gonna let Flacco? I mean, I'm sure. Don't he got like 3 more years on his contract or something like that, and 2 years big on the
his guaranteed money's kind of running out. I think if I believe right, we can cut him and still be in good shape
next year.
We'll have to stretch out the dead money, of course. We'll stretch that out, but we can cut him next year and be in a good spot. I think that's why we drafted Lamar this year.
I think you can stretch dead money out. I think that's a cap hit for that particular season. Boom. I think it's a $10 million hit. I think that $10 million counts on the cap that year. Boom. For that year, you can't shift that over.
We can move on from
trying to cut him next year.
Yes.
Yeah, you heard it here, man. Like I don't know.
Get out of the
young
Flacco
boy
business.
ready, man.
No, get out of the Flacco business.
He still got a live arm.
I mean, what did you lose? Everybody's kind of transitioning. How many seasons Big Ben gonna play after this? He don't have. He said he was retiring last year.
Yeah, that was just to get the OC out of there. You know that. He tried to get Ty Haley.
Well, you see what Ty Haley doing? He in Cleveland, and he got his quarterback, and they're making a push.
Speaking of which,
and look, I understand. They got us. They got their quarterback. They got their young quarterback. Andy Dalton's doing his thing.
Take that.
Nah, I'm gonna hold that. Look, I think our record close. I think I'll hold on to it. But we 3-2. We 3-2. We second in our division. The Bengals are playing Bengals football, man, with Andy for right now. But we know Andy don't fall apart in the playoffs.
Yeah. So all right. So y'all said Flacco. We talk about this run game. Alex Collins. You know what I'm saying.
Fumble machine.
But Buck Allen, he coughed it up.
Fumble.
You know what I'm saying? But he was the short-handed guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's a pass guy. He checked down.
He's our pass. That's the thing. Buck is great. I love him. But he's the receiving back. He's not get a bunch of carries running back. We didn't draft him for that. We got him in the 4th round out of SC to catch passes, to be what we thought he could replace Ray Rice in our pass game. But we haven't found a complete running back. We're trying to piece it together with this 2-back system. Neither one of them are great. Neither one of them are special. Alex Collins had a good season, a decent season last year, but he's not no starting running back. He's not there.
I think he done bounced around a couple times, right? He was on Seattle.
It's the reason why you
But
bounced.
he was tough. He came from Arkansas, right? I liked him in Arkansas. He was a tough runner. He hold the ball up tight, up high and tight.
Listen, when is the last time Arkansas has won something? They had Brett Bielema. He was going to run the ball.
Remember when they had McFadden and
Felix
Jones, man? You know what I mean? They was nice. They was mad fast.
They was nice.
Mad fast, bro.
Neither one of those guys in the league no more.
McFadden out.
Who he played for? He out.
He was playing for them Cowgirls.
Matter of fact, he was just at the Arkansas game when Bama beat up on him. But I ain't gonna hit that yet. I'm gonna leave that where that's at.
Hey man,
all right. Let's talk about your Eagles.
So let's talk about the champs.
Those 2 and 3 Eagles.
Let's talk about the champs first of all. Put some respect on it. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about these champs right here. You know what I'm saying? The real bird of prey.
If that's what you said.
You see what I'm saying? The real bird. You know what I'm saying? The big bird in the room. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about that.
That division gonna be won with an 8-8 record. That's all I'm saying. That's a bunch of bad football teams playing each other. That's all that is.
Hey, when Cleveland starts winning, that's a bad division right there.
Listen,
Cleveland.
Don't believe the hype. Cleveland has a great defense. Great defense.
Oh, so they great. So now they went from the bottom of the barrel to great. Just that quick, huh?
That's how it works for everybody. In sports, that's how it works.
They don't go from 0 to great. They go from 0 to good.
How Jacksonville get this great defense? They were sorry, and they got a bunch of first round picks early, and they put this.
But their defense was incrementally increasing though. They didn't go from 0 to great.
That's what Cleveland's been doing. They keep stacking these defensive picks, these first round picks. They got Myles Garrett, you got Jabril Peppers, you got Ward now, lockdown corner.
Yeah.
They picked up Jamie Collins. They brought him over from New England. They got solid defense.
Anyway, man, let's talk about the defense that won the Super Bowl. How about that? Let's talk about.
Well, they ain't there no more.
Let's talk about the defense that won the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Never mind, they gave up 500, but it's all good. Anyway, man, tonight, man, we just played the, you know what I mean, Big Blue, you know what I'm saying? Big Boo.
You mean the midgets. You played the New York midgets. They 1-5.
We played the Smurfs, you know what I'm saying? I thought it was going to be a little bit more challenging. I ain't going to lie, I was a little nervous because, again, our O-line ain't protecting. Carson Wentz getting hit every time he dropped back. Doug ain't doing him no favors by calling 40, 50 passes just like with Flacco.
Listen,
throwing the ball 40,
this is what y'all was cheering for Doug last year when he did this. Like, Doug is so bold. Doug doesn't follow the typical game play.
But that's the difference, though. That's tough. His aggression on 4th down is something different than his play calling. His play calling, he ran the ball because I don't know if you remember after the second game, I think that was against Kansas City, where LeGarrette Blount ain't get one carry, and the team leaders had a meeting and they sat him down and was like, yo, we got to run the ball, dog. Next thing you know, 9, 10 games in a row later, we sitting pretty on top of the whole NFL, crushing everybody in the path. So, to me, that's the key, man. You got to run the ball. And tonight, he ran it a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? There was still some times where he was still shoddy with his play calling, still trying to pass the ball. Like, offensive linemen got to get into a rhythm. Just like quarterbacks got to get into a rhythm, offensive linemen kind of got to get into a rhythm too. And they got to run block. They got to start teeing off. Just like you like being the bug or the windshield. You like being the hammer or the nail. You ask any lineman, they want to be the hammer. They don't want to be the nail all the time.
They don't want to spend all day catching block.
Right.
Catching
so they want to tee off on guys. And so I think that's very important for those guys to tee off on people first. Get that run game greased up a little bit, and then get a couple of check downs. Then run the play action. Let the quarterback warm up off of that. Some slants like they did tonight. They ran a couple slants with Jordan Matthews.
Jordan Matthews
brought him back. I really wasn't too thrilled about bringing him back. Matter of fact, but there's a reason why we got rid of him.
It's about to be the Philly reunion, man. They bringing everybody back.
You know what I'm saying? Speaking of which, too, you know what I'm saying? The run game, you know what I mean? Now, the run game picked up just a tad bit tonight. I mean, there's some rumors out there about getting Shady and Le'Veon and David Johnson and all these other guys out there, man. We just need to get a solid person, man.
Smallwood outsnapped Clement tonight. Do you want to lean on Smallwood? Like, I don't know if you want.
Listen, bro.
That's your team.
I don't know him as a man or as a human being, and I'm sure He's a decent dude. But there's two people on this team that don't need to be on the roster, and that's Smallwood and McLeod. Like, they need to be cut. Like, Smallwood need to be cut.
Oh, you calling people jobs?
He doing. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna front. He doing all right. You know what I'm saying? He doing better. But even he fumbled tonight. He can't. He looked like one of them little special kids that's playing. You know what I mean? That he just out there when he trying to pass block. He just like, you need to put a hat with a helicopter thing on the top of it because he don't know what he doing out there. He blocking Jason Kelsey's butt. You know what I'm saying? Blocking linemen's butt. He don't know what he doing out there, man. He gonna get Carson Wentz hurt, and he almost did. So
speaking of almost getting Carson Wentz hurt, Jason Peters don't look like Jason Peters from last year.
Yeah.
You might have to start looking for a left tackle. You might have one in the system. I don't know what y'all got in the system.
No. This is last year. You know what I'm saying? He got a big. I mean, he's the bodyguard, and so he pretty much he wanted to come back. So you got to tip your hat to him and let him come back. Obviously, he ain't even running on E right now. He look like he running on fumes. You know what I'm saying? Because he always in and out of games, always getting hurt. He ain't even finished the game tonight. No. I think Vital finished the game tonight. So, we definitely got to concentrate on that, man. There's definitely something going on with that old line. I don't know why Stefan Wisniewski got taken out and replaced by Seumalo when Seumalo was garbage last year, and that's the reason why Wiz had to come in.
Yeah, he must be showing something in practice or something.
I don't know. Wiz ain't. Seumalo ain't do too bad tonight. I mean, I think he gave up a couple pressures tonight, but he ain't do too bad. But I guess they looking toward the future. Your third round pick. This is second year or third year. So,
give him some snaps, let him prove something, maybe.
Yeah, but the crazy part is he took all center snaps this whole offseason. And he screwed up doing that, too. He always was hiking stuff over the head and stuff, man. But anyway, man, let's get to the defense. Defense, man. Of course, the big one in topic. Yeah, man. You got to stop all that, man. Stop all that, man. Like, Jalen Mills, bro, like, again, man, I don't know him personally, man, so I ain't trying to take too many shots at him, but, bro, he don't need to be playing cornerback in the NFL. He don't need to be playing outside corner because that's where all the explosive is. He too short to play against big dudes. He too slow to play against fast dudes. You can't have that. He got a little quick twitch to him. Throw him in the slot. Throw Sidney Jones out there. And I know he got hurt tonight.
Injury
his hamstring. I don't know how that happened, dude. Stretch. Drink some water. Like I don't know how you get all these hamstring injuries, bro. Stretch. That's all you ain't doing. You ain't stretching right.
You're a professional athlete.
Yeah, you shouldn't have all these hamstring injuries that pop up, man. I don't know, man. Whatever. But Jalen Mills, man, he don't need to be out there, man. He need to be slot. I mean, I wouldn't even put him at safety because he can't catch. So he's not like we need a center fielder at safety. So he can't play center field because he can't catch cold. So, you know what I mean? He don't need to be that. I mean, he's a good tackler. And even he missed a couple of tackles on Saquon. But, I mean, Saquon is he an elite level running back. I got to give props to Saquon. I actually wanted him to come out last year so we could draft him. But it ain't work out like that. But he nice. I ain't going to front. I like Saquon.
Yeah, he's tough.
Rest of them head cases over there, you know what I'm talking about. Ain't too good out there.
I mean, I like the kid Maddox out of Pitt. He looked like he a baller, like he a gamer.
He mad fast. I give him that.
I don't know how y'all gonna scheme him in to get him some more snaps.
Well, he moved into the slot. He was safety. Moved into the slot when Sidney Jones went out. Then you had to put Rasul Douglas in there as safety, which is who I thought should have been safety anyway. But he got caught flat-footed because Saquon just had that one play for like 50, 60 yards, and he just ran past Nigel Bradham, Jalen Mills, and Rasul Douglas like they were standing still, bro.
I'm like, big man. I don't know if they wanted to make that play.
Bro, he's 230 pounds. Even though they had to make
a business decision.
They made a business decision, all right. But they didn't even put a hand on him, bro. So yeah, man. I don't know what's going on with this man, but we'll be all right. You know, tonight we got our first divisional win, which is very important. Had we fallen to 2-4, that'll put us behind the 8 ball. This is what I call. There's 3 levels, bro, that I see if you agree with this, man, as far as wins, right? So we all know about a must-win, right? We all know about a must-win. So there's a must-win, And I think the next level down from that is a gotta win. And
Yeah.
then the first level is should win.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
So we got a should win, gotta win, and a must win. So obviously degrees of urgency varies on each level. Obviously, it should win. It's just something you go into the game. You know, we should win this game. You know what I mean,
Yeah.
there shouldn't be no
shouldn't be no issue.
no issues. We should win this game. Then it's the one that's like, yo, we gotta win this game if we want to do something. You know, down the road, we gotta get this dub. We gotta get this win. Obviously, everybody know what a must win is. You just gotta have that, or your
Yeah.
season can break.
Well, speaking of down the road, y'all might have to worry about that man Drew Brees. He looked like he on a hot little streak. You know, if you mess up, I mean, they don't play too much defense in the NFC South, but that offense.
Well, tell you the truth, you know what I mean? Quiet as kept. He's one of my favorite quarterbacks that's out there. So, you know what I mean? And big ups to Drew Brees for breaking the record and for 100 other records that he got.
Throwing that thing.
Very, very underrated. Some people want to underrate him, you know what I'm saying?
I'm not underrating him.
And not
He's
give
great.
him not giving
but
his props.
He's
you know what I'm
great.
saying?
But me personally, I don't see winner when I see Drew Brees. He can put up numbers, yeah, but
He got a ring, right?
so does Joe, and I don't see winner when I see Joe. I do not
So
see
do
winner.
Aaron.
Hey,
You see what do you see him as?
I see Aaron is sometimes he look confused, man. Aaron is special talent though. Aaron's another one
He
special
look
talent.
confused.
Yo, Aaron be out there. He look like he'll be
What?
having his heart in it, and if you looking, like he do a lot of. If you really watch the Packers play, especially this season, take the chance to watch it. He looks like he's out there like, why? I don't know why I'm running this play. I don't know. I don't have no time, and like he don't look crisp.
Top 5 quarterbacks all time, real quick.
Top 5 quarterbacks all time: Brady, Peyton, Drew, Joe Montana. This is where it gets tough. That fifth spot is tough. I'm gonna give it to. He ain't win one, but I'm gonna give it to Dan. I'm gonna give it to Dan
Dan Marino?
He ain't
All right.
win one, but I'm gonna give it to him.
So let me give you mine. Got Brady, Breeze, Peyton, Montana. Matter of fact, check that. Tom Brady, Drew Brees, Joe Cool, Joe Montana, then Peyton Manning,
Yeah.
and then John Elway.
See, I think you're just extremely disrespectful. That Drew Brees has only played in 13 playoff games. Peyton Manning has 14 playoff wins.
14 playoff. Come on, man. You
Peyton
already
Manning
know.
has
That's when
14
he
playoff-
lost. That's when he lost his
had-
playoff games.
Drew
right?
Brees only has 13 playoff games.
What's his?
Peyton
what's-
Manning has 13 playoff losses.
So obviously you went into your little stat book to see that.
Yes.
Obviously I ain't see that. So
Yes.
we got to confirm that.
Drew
next
Brees,
time.
that's
We'll confirm
confirmed.
that
Drew
next time,
Brees
man.
only
I don't
has
know about
8
that.
winning seasons. Out of his seasons in the NFL,
Oh.
he only has 8 winning seasons.
So winning to me is more than just a quarterback stat, because you got to have a good team to win. Now, if you're talking about numbers, a quarterback, that's more apples to apples. When you talk about wins, to me, that's apples and oranges, because if you got a sweet defense, like take for instance Tom Brady, he got a sweet defense for his first 3 Super Bowls. Mind you, he was cheating.
Yeah,
Bill Belichick was cheating, but that's neither here nor there right now. But he had the top 5, top 3 defense for those 3 years. So look at Aaron Rodgers. He only got one. Look at Drew Brees. They ain't have the same. You put that same defense with them.
But I feel like this is where it compares, because the Colts have never been accused of having an elite defense. The Colts have been out there trying Peyton and just
That defense was built to play from in front.
Yeah.
And when they had Bob Sanders,
Bob
was-
did his thing.
his
Defensive
heart was
player,
bigger than his body.
Bob played, but I'm just saying, I feel like you gotta go Brady, Peyton. If anything, Breeze is great. He has great numbers as yardage wise, but if it's me, if you telling me what quarterback you want for the season, give me Peyton Manning, hands down over Breeze. Give me Peyton.
I'm taking Breeze, bro. I'm taking Breeze, dog.
I mean,
Like, how many 5,000 yard seasons ever had there been? Ever in NFL history? It's been what, 6?
Yeah, somewhere around
5, 6?
Yeah.
I mean, Drew Brees got 5 of them.
there. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? By
In
himself.
those seasons where he was throwing 5,000 yards, he was going 7-9 and 8-8. So it looked
That's what I'm
good.
saying, but it's a
It
team
looked
thing.
good.
Again, it's a team thing. You gotta do what you gotta do to win. If you gonna go down, what you gonna go down with? your best weapon, right?
So he was going down. Believe that
You gonna go down with your best. If I'm gonna lose, I'm gonna put it in Drew Brees' hands. I'm gonna put it in Tom Brady's hands. I'm gonna put it in Aaron Rodgers' hands and Peyton Manning's hands, and we're gonna lose because they couldn't get us there, right? Or whoever your number one is, that's who you gonna go down with, right?
I don't know what his clutch stats is, but he don't look like a winner to me. He doesn't look like a winner.
Anyway, enough of that, man. Let's move on. We got a couple more topics to get to before we close up, man. A few more minutes. Let's talk some college football, man. Talk some Heisman talk over here, man.
Roll Tide. That's all I gotta say. Yeah, Roll Tide. We here. Heisman talk. Tua's gotta win. He's gotta be in the lead by a mile. Anybody else?
I don't know about all that.
Tua's in the lead by a mile. He hasn't had to play in a fourth quarter yet. He's only thrown 3 passes in the third quarter of all season. Only 3 third quarter passes. And the guy's elite. Tell me where interceptions are. He picks dudes apart. He's what we call a surgeon. He has the tools. He pick you apart. He picks your defense apart. Now you could say he ain't played nobody. He's not gonna be tested until he plays Georgia and SEC.
Listen, he nice. Like my person for Heisman. First of all, I'm a Notre Dame fan. You know what I'm saying? I'm fighting Irish.
So you gonna book for the
So that's my
book
team.
For the Heisman?
That's my team. Nah, ain't nobody on the Notre Dame that's up for the Heisman Trophy. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a realist. I'm a fan, but I'm a realist, right? So, but my candidate for Heisman Trophy plays for Oklahoma, which is my dad's team, and Kyler Murray, which to me got way more tools than Tua Tagovailoa, whatever his name is, man.
Tua Tagovailoa.
Yeah, like him too. No. So Kyler Murray is, to me, I think he got, you know what I mean? I think he got a little bit more.
That man just lost to Texas.
I think he raw, you know what I'm saying? But I think he definitely faster.
That man just lost to Texas.
His team, they play no defense.
He has probably the best offensive mind in college football.
Tell me he put up numbers. He put up numbers.
Baker put up numbers.
And that's the one thing you need for the Heisman. Everybody know.
Baker put up numbers.
Everybody know you need numbers. And Baker won the Heisman Trophy.
All right, but
so that's what I'm saying. In order to win the Heisman Trophy, you need numbers. Tua don't have numbers.
Tua got numbers.
He don't got numbers as big as Kyler.
No, he only has 3 incompletions on third down.
Come on, man.
I'm
saying numbers as far as how many yards he got.
You know you
how
have
many
to
touchdowns
win.
he got. You know
he
what I'm
got
saying?
like 16.
Come,
we know if you want to win the Heisman, you got to win.
No, that's not it.
You got to win.
Come on, man. How many losers won the Heisman Trophy, bro? Just because you win. I mean, what did Baker Mayfield win?
He was in the playoff.
He didn't win, but he didn't win the championship. You talking about championship? When you talk about winning, you talking about championship.
I'm just saying you have to win. Oklahoma's not making a playoff.
Come on, man.
Oklahoma's not making the playoff.
Oklahoma will make the playoffs.
They lost to Texas.
They'll bounce back. They'll be in the conversation at the end. They'll be like fifth, sixth seed. The
conversation sound good, but you're not in the playoff. Look, you got Alabama that's going to be in. They're going to be in the playoff. Nobody's challenging Clemson in the ACC, so that's 2 teams. Now you got the Big Ten. They got to get somebody in, so we will say Ohio State. Now that's 3 spots. Now he's not going to say it, but Notre Dame has to be in the conversation. So that's 4. So that's 4. So where are you getting Oklahoma at?
I'm saying we going to see. We got a long season. There's still some ball to play, bro.
He's exciting. He fits the bill as excitement goes. He fits that Johnny Manziel, Baker Mayfield, like wow factor. Like he's gonna make a play or two that looks great, but he's not gonna win. And that team's not gonna do enough to win games. If there's anybody that's going to get a head coaching job in the NFL from college, it's probably going to be Lincoln Riley from Oklahoma. Because he's a great offensive mind.
All right, so speaking of head coaches, let's talk about Jimbo Fisher.
Jimbo, my guy Jimbo.
Let's talk about the little incident that they had was a couple weeks ago, right? 2 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago. Tyrell Dodson, linebacker. Jimbo pulls his face mask and rips him a little bit.
So there was some conversation about that, man, talking about a coach should never put his hands on a player, blah 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 blah. And I'm like, see, sometimes when I don't think people really listen to their argument when they say certain things, because if you don't think a coach should put his hands on his players, then that means no high fives, no data boys, no good game type of thing. So I don't really think they don't mean don't put their hands on the player. I think they just don't mean as far as discipline is concerned, and you got to have both sides of it. You can't have all, high fiving and being physical, and then say, you know what I'm saying? To me, it's got to be a balance. Now, I'm not saying you know what I'm saying, you punch him and, you know what I'm saying, but grabbing the face mask lets him know you grabbed his attention.
I'm sure, look, Jimbo grabbed his face mask. I'm sure he had some expletives in there. He said some things. But when Jimbo was sitting in that kid's living room trying to recruit him, I'm sure he said, I'm going to help your son be a better man in these 4 years. And in order to become better, you got to face these disciplines. Like, sometimes when you mess up, it got to be checked. And it's just, I feel like the society is softer now. Like,
yeah, they getting soft.
Don't yell at my son. Like,
right.
He messed up. Right. He got checked. He won't do it again.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
That's what happened.
Some of these kids, you know what I'm saying, they would be better. They would have better character if they got their behind whooped when they was younger. You know what I'm saying? Not to say he didn't, but according to the society, they getting a little soft, man. And you know what I mean? They need to get a whooping.
And it's situational.
Not abuse, but you know what I'm saying? Situational.
Now, if Jimbo grabbed him like that because he missed a tackle or something, cool. Jimbo grabbed him because he was getting into it with another player from another team.
Outside of football.
He was going outside of football, so Jimbo had to go and make sure I reel him right back in and let him know, focus, don't hurt the team.
Right.
The player is cool with it. They interviewed the player. The player understands it. Jimbo understands it.
Right.
It's just everybody else.
Right. And you see, and he ain't the first person to do that. Matter of fact, I'm a Notre Dame fan. So Lou Holtz.
Oh yeah, he was getting into
known for that. He was grabbing them, pulling them, leading them off the sideline to the sideline like that. Not just to pull and just let go. He pull and hold it, and work. So it is what it is, man. But let's move on to our last conversation and last topic, so we can shut it down here, man. We are going on 30 minutes here. So NBA predictions, man. Let's get into some NBA talk here. I know it's early, it's in the preseason, so we can talk real quick about it, and then we can shut it down. So NBA predictions, man. Let's go real quick. Who's in the finals? Give me your finals.
See, it's tough for me. I'm gonna give y'all the heads up. He a LeBron hater. LeBron's gonna be in the Western Conference Finals. The Lakers are gonna be in the Western Conference Finals against either Golden State or Houston, whoever get there. LeBron's getting them Lakers to the Western Conference Finals. Now, he's not gonna get past that, but he's gonna get the Lake Show there.
He's drinking something from LeBron. You know what I'm saying?
Just look, when he do it, pull this video up, like it, subscribe, do what you gotta do.
You talking about I'm a hater? What's the opposite? Right? He's slobbering all over for no like chill.
For no reason.
Just chill. Just chill, bro. You going above. I'm not going. You going way over the edge, bro. I give him respect, but the thing is, bro, that team is not good. And for you to say he's gonna be in the finals means they gotta beat Golden State.
The Western Conference Finals. He's gonna be in the Western
Conference Finals again. So he's gonna beat Houston.
He's gonna beat Houston, and he's gonna play.
He's gonna beat. So if they go against Utah, they're gonna beat Utah and Donovan.
Yes. They're going to beat Utah. They're going to beat Utah. They're going to beat a lot of those. They're going to beat OKC. They're going to beat Utah. They're going to beat Denver. They're going to beat a lot of those teams.
This ain't just some walkthrough like he been getting, some cupcake walkthrough that he be getting. For people want to get more. Oh, he's 7 straight years.
At the end of the day.
Going through the easiest
at the end of the day,
playing
he the best player in the world. Teams. At the end of the day, best player in the world. And he's gonna do what he's got to do to get the boys there.
Listen,
who stopped? There's nobody in that West.
They're gonna lose every single game they play against Golden State. Every single game they play against them.
Speaking of that,
I don't know how many times they're gonna play them, but they're gonna lose every game.
Speaking of that, it's just preseason, but I don't think you cared to watch. But LeBron showed up and showed out against Golden State yesterday, and he put on a performance.
Who cares?
I'm telling you, they don't have a guy that's going to guard him.
Who cares?
They don't have a guy that's going to guard him. And LeBron's going to make these young kids. That's why I'm telling you, LeBron for MVP. You heard it here. LeBron's going to MVP because he's going to lift these kids, the Lake Show kids.
Come on,
he's going to lift them.
Did you ever say who your Western Conference final matchup and your Eastern Conference final?
Western Conference is going to be Lakers, Warriors.
The Eastern
Conference is going to be Philly, Boston. I feel like that's where it is. Philly, Boston,
and then the finals, championship finals.
I think the process gets put out, so I think the Celtics versus Warriors in a nice finals. That's gonna make for a good finals. Celtics Warriors. But it would be Lakers Celtics would be a great view. I'm telling you, for the viewers would love to watch Lakers Celtics.
Well, it's just a new crowd. It's a young cast, so they don't really appreciate the rivalry that's brought back up. They would have to really start renewing that.
I'm just saying when Kobe and then the KG Celtics when they was it's something about
it would bring more or less LeBron versus Kyrie.
Yeah,
so that would be more the drama right there instead of the historic for the millennials now. But I think I would go Eastern Conference, same thing, Philly, obviously. So I'm the Sixers, trust the process, and Big Ben and Fultz. You know what I mean? Hopefully, he get his shot back, and hopefully Ben learn how to shoot. You know what I mean?
He's not getting a jump shot.
He was learning. He was doing. I heard some good things. But anyway, Western Conference Finals is going to be obviously Golden State. I think either Houston or Utah will be there this time. Lakers, they won't even get out of the first round. I think they'll probably be like a 6, 7 seed maybe. So they won't get out of it. You know what I'm saying? But again, it'll be Celtics and Golden State, you know. For the foreseeable future, they got it on lock, especially with the addition of Boogie Cousins. Even though they don't even need him till playoffs, so he can rest.
Not coming back to the playoffs.
Right, he can rest. So as far as I'm concerned, as long as they keep their nucleus, they're not gonna lose another championship ring.
Listen, you said the Lakers is gonna be a 6 seed.
Most.
You're naming what 5 teams are better than the Lakers?
I take any team.
Stop it. The only teams better than the Lakers in the West: Golden State. In Houston. That's it.
Utah
is Donovan Mitchell look good. Utah is not that good.
Taking Utah.
They're not that good.
Who else was up there? San Antonio might even sneak up.
Listen.
And be that 4th, 5th seed. OKC.
Do you see what LeBron does to DeMar DeRozan?
OKC, listen.
OKC is done. I love Westbrook. Westbrook is my guy.
That's the man.
That's my guy. He's not gonna win no ring.
He that dog.
He's a dog, but he ain't gonna win.
I ain't saying he gonna win. I'm just saying those are the 5 teams that I see that'll be better. That
team did nothing to get better. They let go of Carmelo, which wasn't part of that.
That's getting better.
No. They didn't replace him. No, who's taking those minutes?
Just having him off is better. What did he do? He didn't play no defense, no. and then he could barely make a shot when he was open. He want to talk about, I ain't coming off the bench.
They used him right. They sold him a bad. Sold him a bad deal.
He didn't want to go over there. He didn't want to agree to the trade
because he wanted to get out of New York.
He had a no trade clause, and in order for him to get traded, he had to okay it. So obviously, he okayed OKC.
He wanted to get out of New York. He wanted to go to Houston. He wanted to play with CP3.
Well, he playing with him now.
Now he playing with him now.
That's why they'll be better. They'll be better.
They won't be better because they lost Trevor Ariza, Maba Ute. That defense is going to suffer. Now, Houston, they killed you last year because their offense was good, but they played defense. Like, you didn't expect that team to play D the way they did. They're not going to have that this year. They're going to have Melo stand in the corner, catch, and that's it.
And then playing defense, stand in the same corner when it's time to run down and play defense. He's going to be standing in the same corner.
That Houston team don't have nobody that's going to stop LeBron.
They got to bring it in the middle. What's my man name?
He going right over Capella.
Capella?
He going right over Capella.
Ain't going over no Capella, man.
All right. That's what Nurkic said till he got banged on. That's what, a lot of dudes said that.
Come on, man.
A lot of dudes say that until LeBron go over the top.
Anyway, man, that's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? We about done. We hit that time limit. You know what I'm saying?
MVP.
Hopefully, you know what I'm saying? We'll catch y'all next time. Hit the link button. Hit the subscribe button.
Definitely.
Again, the Row and D Show. Row and D Show for right now. We trying to come up with a name, another name.
Definitely. Comment, leave something, let us know.
Yeah, give us suggestions or something. But for now, we going with the Row and D Show. Again, y'all, thank y'all. You know what I mean? God bless y'all.
Definitely be blessed.
Yeah, have a good night, man. Love the Lord. Love his people. Catch y'all later.
Peace.